Well, hello there. Tom Green coming back at you with some XD goodness. And today's goodness is playing with the 3D transform Gizmo to create a card sort. So what I have here are three cards. One, two, three. And the plan here is to have this card come into focus when it is tapped or clicked. So the first thing I'm going to do is to stack these cards. So I'm going to just align them. And then next up, I'm going to open the individual cards and light up the gizmo. And what I'm going to do with this first card is I'm going to bring it out 100, we'll say 100 pixels on the Z-axis. I'm going to take card 2, leave it at 0, and card 3 we'll put at minus 100. And if I select the gizmo and give it a twirl, you can see card 1 rotates. But now if I take them and group them, and I'm just going to call the group cards. And now if I rotate on the y-axis, you can see there are the cards. So the plan is real simple. I want to select this card and have it pop up, come to the front, and then take focus. So to start, what we're going to do is I'm just going to rotate this to about 45 degrees, and you can see the number change as I rotate. There we go, 45 degrees. What I'm going to do next is to make 3 copies of this artboard. And the reason I'm doing that is so that I can demonstrate how the various steps in this project work. You can do this with fewer artboards. In fact, you could probably turn this whole thing into a component and do the same thing. So select the start card, hold down the Option or Alt key, drag a copy over, and we'll call this 1. Same thing again. Call this 2. And we'll pull this over. And we'll name this one 3. Or end, doesn't matter, but we'll go with 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I'm going to zoom out so you can see everything. We'll take it to 50%. So the first thing I want to do here is to have this card pop up. So I select it, and you can't use the gizmo for this, so I'm just going to hold down the Shift key and just push it up just a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to take this card here on the second artboard, and I'm going to set its Z-axis value to 100. And then I'm going to select card 1 and set its Z-axis value to 0. So now it's behind. And I can do the swap again. And we'll get card 2. And we'll bring it to 100. And then I'll select the group, get on the gizmo, and flip the card. Now we can just do the interactions. So I'm going to select this card, and the cool thing about working with groups is that you can apply these 3D transforms to groups or members of a group. So I'm going to go over to prototype mode, and I'm going to use a tap trigger. And we're going to auto animate. And I'll use an ease out. And we'll do this over 0.5 seconds so we can just see what's going on. And then I'm going to select this card, and I'm going to do a time transition with a value of 0. And we'll set this to 0.5 seconds. And I'll select this card. Time transition, perfect. Now what I want to do is go back, so I'm going to select the back button here. And I'm going to pull it all the way back to the first card. And we're going to use a tap with an ease out. So let's see how all that works. So I'll select the start. And there you go. There's how you can do a quick card sort. And if I want to go back, I'm back to where I started. So there's a lot you can do with the 3D transforms. And as I said earlier, you can do it with fewer artboards, or you can even just turn the whole thing into a component. But the really neat thing here is you can use the 3D transform and a number of triggers to create an interaction.